Hi, in this video we're going to talk about how to emit the particle from agent's joint. And let's first open our example file, sample 33, noise logic 1. This is an initial thing we usually use, and you can see that this is very simple, and we placed our agents. The agent is just a walk without any of the special. And we are going to emit the particle from the agent by some specific joint, for example the head. This can simulate something gunfire or similar effect, and the agent particle emitter is based on the action, and based on the action and the specific frame or frame range. So let's do that to make an example. Please switch the menu to the dynamic session, and in the particle tool you can create a particle. You click and hit enter. You can create a container here, and this is a container can hold a lot of particles inside of that. And let's select it, and in the My Army menu there's the particle emitter manager. Let's just mark the emitter. So you can see that a lot of the information is being listed, and let's specify that. The action name means which action you want the agent emit the particle. Inside of this thing it is kind of a walk, so we need to specify the walk. And if your thing is something like fire, you can specify the name with choose the one such as fire. And the bone name, and here we are going to make an agent emit particle from head, so we needed to select this original agent and copy it, and the name here, Control C, and do not contain the rest of the part. So let's put it right here. And the frame range is actually the range from inside of the walk. Here we just make that random number, for example 10 to 12, and the mode leave that 0, and the direction, you can see that we're going to emit the particle to the y-axis, the y-positive axis, and a little bit up. So the y-axis should be the 1, and z should be 0, and x should be the 0.5. This our particle will emit into forward and up forward, and the direction randomize is leave that 0, and the read is 1, speed about 30. Okay, and that is okay. Let's run the simulation and see what will happen. You can see that there are some particle has been emitted into thing, but it's very hard to see. Let's just select the particle shape and change the render attribute from the points to the sphere, and that is the particle we emitted from the agent. And to play back our simulation, you can see that in each cycle of the walk it will emit a particle. So let's just change that a little bit, the particle emitted, and let's make this relatively faster, 300. Okay, and reset. You can see that if we reset, the particle will disappear. And also we can change the particle number, because there are 2 particles. We want just to leave 1. So that is cool. Our agent will emit the particle in each frame. And let's just add a force field to this particle. Here is the field, the gravity. Let's just emit the particle, and you can see that the particle will into the sky and fall down. And let's just increase the the magnitude of the gravity to 30. So this time is cool. You can see that everyone is emitted a particle and they fall down. And also we want to change, there's a lifespan mode, life forever, or random range, lifespan random, 10, how about 10? So about 10 seconds. Oh, that is cool. And then the next thing we're going to introduce the how to make the cache for this thing. If you want to make the cache for the thing, you need to first cache the particle and then cache the agent with the agent cache. Because if we cache the agent, the particle cannot be emitted because the information of the animation should be only existed into the simulation data. So let's do that. So let's select the particle and specify the frame range, for example, 150, and select that. And in the solver here, there's create particle disk cache. So only apply on the selected, apply. So you can simulate. And we're going to cache the particles. That is cool. So let's play back the animation. You can see that the particle cache has been created. And then let's make the agent cache, the A drive ABC, and bake. And let's rename it to the test. Let's make it agent cache. At this time, you can see that your scenes can be played back interactively with the particle emitting. And of course, you can use this particle like an emitter. So let's create the particle, emit from object. So this particle will be emitted from the particle. So you can create the trail like the result. So this is a very interesting result. The particle 1 and 2, let's just change the appearance of this from the point to, for example, the number. Oh, that is a stutter. So let's just change that a little bit to the another mode. For example, the sphere. Okay, the both of them are sphere. So you can run a simulation and see that our particle is emitting it. Very interesting result. Okay, this is an introduction for how to emit the particle from your agent based on the action, the frame range. Thank you for watching. See you next time.